July 17, 1886, a man known as Louis Gregory Locher was born. As a child he was always a seeker for riches. He wanted to be the richest man in the world. His father laughed at the thought. On December 16, 1892, when he was 6 years old, Louis' father took him on a fishing trip. Louis didn't want to go fishing, he wanted to sit down on a throne of money as people did his work for him. That day he got lost in the woods, and while looking for his father, he encountered an all-knowing being. Louis was promised wealth and fortune, but in return had to wear a mask made from the pieces of other people. An ignorant 6-year-old he was, he accepted the offer. He thought that he would be able to take the mask off. He soon realized that it couldn't come off. His family and friends taunted him. At the age of 7, he invested into an oil business, and moved to Virginia at the age of 11, where he had changed his last name to Maskington. There, he owned a cotton farm. He got a butler named Mr. Bannister Whippington, and a doorman named Strongman 52. He also hired 2 brothers, named Kyle and David. Kyle decided to work on the farm while David works as Louis' accountant. Mr. Whippington never liked the brothers because of their race. On October 10, 1914, Louis' mother died of smallpox and his father committed suicide because he couldn't get over the death of his wife. And on June 14, 1917, Louis was drafted to go fight in World War I. When returning, he stayed at his farm in Virginia, and grew a liking to his maid. One night when he was very drunk, he slept with her. He woke up that next morning realizing that he didn't have a maid, and he actually slept with one of his cows. On September 18, 1919, his cow birthed his son, Louis G. Maskington Jr. Jr. was an abomination, and he was so large that the cow had died while giving birth to him. Almost a year after the birth of Jr., 3 other children that were born at the same time were found in Louis Jr.'s layers of fat. Gerb Maskington, and the twin Mask monstrosities, Cow and Moo. Louis had married a second wife, who birthed his 2 children, Joey John Maskington and Mary Maskington, who was also known as Maskisha Maskington. At the age of 4, Louis Jr. got bored of his twin brothers and killed them both by raping them to death. He wore their skin as decorations for his nipples afterwards. At the same time, he raped his half-sister Maskisha and she birthed their son Louis G. Maskington III on July 17, 1938, 52 years after Louis Gregory Maskington was born. During World War II, David and Kyle's parents were found and sent to a concentration camp. On February 17, 1960, Mr. Whippington got very angry at Kyle because Kyle was talking to a white woman. Mr. Whippington grabbed his special bladed whip that he had invented himself, and whips Kyle in half. Trying to defend his friend, Strongman 52 got whipped in the legs, and was paralyzed from the waist down. David shot Mr. Whippington in the arm, and Louis called the asylum to take Mr. Whippington away. That same day, Louis Maskington tried to give his son Jr. another chance, and tried to bond with him. Instead Jr. had raped him. On November 28, 1961, Louis' son Jr. died from obesity. Instead of being buried, he was launched into space because Louis Maskington strongly disliked him. On December 20, 1965, Louis Gregory Maskington fell off of a stack of money in his office, and cracked his head open, leaving his legacy behind him, and his descendants lose all of their riches. On June 9, 1969, Mr. Bannister Whippington died in the asylum at the age of 123, and Strongman 52 died on December 27 that same year. Louis Maskington III used the money to develop a very large gang. Louis III was given the nickname Lube Maskington because he liked lubing himself up before a fight. He was assassinated by an enemy gang leader named Mr. Red, officially ending the legacy.